Welcome to Eye for an Eye, the future of perspective, where we teach the world to measure the pressures of insecurity and diminishing fulfillment. The following is our introductory episode in our series exploring the physics of perspective, a way to frame every single conversation to better understand the physics of ourselves and the world around us, expanding the depth of insight within our own shallow points of view. Perspective physics is the nature of biological pressure and how we can learn to relate to each other like never before. By challenging the principles and values within our differences, and although it might appear like we all face the same pressures in this world, having a greater depth of insight into the physics of any point of view reveals a reflection of the quantum gravity within every individual's thoughts, challenges, traumas, fears, dreams, identities, and insecurities. The deeper our level of insight into the physics of our own human nature, the more we can learn to relate to everyone and everything, inside and out. The challenge is that insight can only be brightened through the process of self-discovery, of one's own physics of perspective. Over the course of this series, we will explore people from all walks of life, across the globe and throughout history. We will share familiar narratives and principal figures whose archetypes have shaped cultures and mindsets by glorifying and valuing the physics of their own self-interest. The way to do this is to create an objective measurement to separate ourselves from our own subjective points of view, grounded in our own narrative, our own benefits and sense of insecurities. For more information on the universal axiom, its philosophies and applications, visit eyeforaneye.com. But for the purposes of this general introductory video, we're going to power forward. Perspective has everything to do with the physics of our electrical impulses, and nothing to do with religion, fate, nationalism, traditions, precedent, or any subjective social systems. Perspective is about a sense of deeper, brighter insight into the special relativity of internal current. After all, what is our brain other than an identifier, generator, and conductor of current? Pressure affects the internal chemistry and nature of our points of view. And once this current can be measured and understood objectively, anyone can expand their own objective insight through their own path of self-discovery, creating their own compass to begin to rise and shine. Walking on water is simply learning to rise above the negative current of our environment. The pressure we feel we are trying to swim up from our whole lives, trying to kick our way to the surface from deep below. Internal pressures that we all work feverishly to overcome our entire lives through generations over the course of centuries. The pursuit of security, or at least the image of it. But the more bright objective insight we can discover, reevaluate, and reimagine to greater understand the pressures within any point of view and the lack of integrity and relativity, the more we can measure the depths of negative pressure and physics of diminishing self-interest.